Ladies and gentlemen and children and dogs and cats and weebs and not weebs and wrestlers.
And Joe.
Thank you for joining us for episode 2 of the Very BN Gamecast. It is October 4th, 2018. Joining me today, it's me first. I'm Cody, also known as Perpetually Awake on social media. We got John Daiachi. What's up, John?
Hey guys.
We got Jason Zaldis. What's up, Jason?
Pretty good.
Keel, how are you today?
Pretty tired.
Yeah, I feel that. Baco, what's going on?
Hey, it's me.
And joining us for the first time, we have Sideslaw. Joe is here. Joe, what would you like to say to the people?
Hey.
All right.
Oh boy, here we go.
Here we go, indeed. Before we get started, just want to let everyone know that we are now live on Google Play, iTunes, not quite Spotify yet for some reason, but maybe someday.
What about Napster?
LimeWire?
Spotify didn't let us. Right.
Well, it takes like a couple of weeks for it to show up in search, from what I've been told.
Instagram.
So eventually we'll get to Spotify.
Yeah, we popular boys.
I go to Google Play.
You can also find us on Twitter and Facebook at VB Gamecast, and if our YouTube ever gets 100 subs, I'll name it that too. But anyway, so starting today, we've got some Sony news to kick off the podcast from the last couple weeks. The first big one is that Sony has finally gotten off their high horse and is letting PS4 games crossplay with games on Xbox One and Nintendo Switch and mobile devices. But, Fortnite is going to be the first game, of course. Does anyone want to chime in? How do y'all feel about crossplay?
I would say they didn't step off their high horse. I'd say they moved up a grade in elementary school and they're trying to catch up to the high schoolers.
Yeah, I think that's about how we feel about all of it.
I've never played Fortnite, so
What a loser! What a baby!
I
Me
played it,
neither.
I don't
I'm
like
kidding.
it. I think it's dumb.
Out of all these people here, I play
I'm-
Fortnite myself, and it is
And he
nice to
thinks
be able
it's
to.
dumb.
And I think it's beautifully dumb. Yeah, I think it's
Yeah.
all right that finally everybody can play a video game like that. The most
And
popular video game. So
I read, that you can finally like transfer your account between platforms and all that shit, which is cool.
Yeah.
Pretty neat.
tell
I
me
have
about it.
I have to wonder if Minecraft is probably going to be next. That was another big one that people always, were like
But what?
pissed off about.
Rocket League is another.
Rocket League is another
that,
one.
I,
Also.
that I'm hoping it just gets on the
I would
list.
play that.
Yeah, nice
No.
train of things.
Did they announce it? Was it just for Fortnite or was it?
Yeah, it's
Right,
it was a beta.
Yeah, it's a quote unquote beta. They're starting it with Fortnite.
I think Fortnite.
I honestly don't know about Minecraft, because the thing about Minecraft is, since it's owned by Microsoft now, you have to like if you play Minecraft on the Switch, you can get Xbox Live achievements, and I don't think Sony will go
What?
for that kind
Yeah.
of
That's
Yes.
weird.
Isn't that
shit.
weird?
Yeah, isn't it
On
weird?
the Switch?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Switch version.
Does it pop up on the Switch? Or?
Yep. You sign in with your Xbox or Microsoft account or whatever.
There is no way that's gonna happen. No way.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
Sony is probably gonna be like, nah, fuck that.
Minecraft's gonna be like 3 accounts deep.
Yeah.
Right.
No kidding. But yeah, I have high hopes for it, especially maybe with fighting games in the future. I feel like that's a good place for Sony to go with crossplay. Street Fighter V, of course, had that because it wasn't on Xbox. It was crossplay between PS4 and PC. But
Sure.
that would be a really cool way for them to take crossplay a little further. So
PS4 is the best place to play. I mean, come on, it's in there. Name.
that is their slogan. What'd you say, Keel?
I haven't powered mine up in a few months.
In a few months, it's
Oh,
not the
no.
it's not the place to play in Keel's house. So
No, that's on his cell phone.
Does
Next-
the Switch have tilt controls though?
it does. It has tilt controls. So does the PS4's controller. But I mean,
Uh-huh.
tilt controls are the future. So are tank
Absolutely.
controls, if you ask Joe. Um,
This is true.
So,
Thanks, Baco.
You're welcome.
Sorry.
on a kind of related note, this just came out today. There were some game devs who have chimed in to Kotaku, and they said that Sony is preparing to allow you to change your PSN name. Finally, they were discussing. No, that's not what I meant to say.
Disgusting.
They were discussing
Disgusting.
the logistics behind it and seeing how feasible it was, and I think it's long overdue, because you gotta think some of the people that made like PSN names way back when the PS3 came out, like it's been
Jason makes fun of my name every day
since 2006, right? So like,
is your name the Quaker Oatmeal guy?
What? There was too much going on there.
Is your name the Quaker Oatmeal guy?
I would take that over my name I chose. Yeah, my adolescent anime life.
One of my friends' name, and like I've seen multiple people like this on like PS3 and stuff, because like the story is kind of the same. They'll get their PS3, when they're younger kids or whatever, and they just want to really want to play on NetPlay. So they just type in a bunch of letters for their username, and they don't realize they can't change it. So one of my friends' name is legitimately JFJF8HYRIWGYUWHJ.
you remember this?
And he has to memorize. He memorized that, and he has to type that shit.
Well,
out.
when you see it every day, I would imagine it's just like a picture. It's just burned image.
It's Jason's good friend. Of course he knows his friends' names. Jeez. Like Itachi Taco that I have.
What'd you call him for short? Like JF?
Yeah, I just call him JF. That's like
JFK.
literally. Or Jiffy. We call him Jiffy sometimes.
Jiffy, yes.
Yeah.
Just friends.
Just friends. So yeah, I think that is long overdue. I'm glad that Sony.
Then they're probably gonna charge us $5.
Yeah, I was gonna say you gotta wonder if they're gonna charge people or like what the basis is gonna be.
Here comes the money.
I think correct me if I'm wrong, but does Xbox Live charge you for name changes? I think it does.
I think so.
It does.
I think it does. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I don't know how much.
I'm pretty sure it does.
I was gonna say I thought I've heard that in the past. So.
Wait, I got a story about Uplay. I want to talk about Uplay for a minute.
All right, what do you got to say about Uplay, Baco?
Did I ever tell you about how I had like a picture on Uplay? It was the Mega Milk picture.
Nice.
Of the anime girl holding her boobs, right?
Okay.
But she was clothed and stuff. But Uplay was like, no, that's productive.
It's probably because the guy who was in charge of like filtering accounts got off on it. It was like, if I got off on it, I gotta ban it.
So I was like, okay, I'll change it. So I got a picture of some girl just getting destroyed in the butt, and it's just her face.
Isn't that still
A-okay?
And her tongue's like hanging out. And
that is still up.
It's still up.
She's got the hearts in her eyes. Yeah, they haven't touched that one. So okay.
That's horrible.
This is the Wednesday, my dude's frog.
Get your shit together, Ubisoft.
No, they'll ban me. I get 2 strikes. I'm out.
Ban me.
Oh no, I'm banned from Uplay. What am I gonna fucking do?
Literally anything else.
Rainbow Six server.
Wait, you said Christian? What?
Yeah.
Christian Rainbow Six server.
What values?
All right. Anyway, continuing on, the last little Sony headline that we wrote down to discuss on this podcast is the announced Castlevania collection called Castlevania Requiem, 2 games, Symphony of the Night, and Castlevania Dracula X Rondo of Blood for $19.99. It's going to release on PS4 only on October 26th.
Wait, isn't this like the first time we're getting Rondo of Blood? Isn't this a thing?
It was on the Wii Virtual Console, but
that's
on
that's not real.
And it's also on the PSP with the Dracula X Chronicles.
Right.
But this is the
it was a modified version.
Yeah, and it was due for it. I think it's due for a re-release since like there's no real legit way to play it on modern consoles. So I think this is a good thing. That collection is a really solid collection because you've got like the best Metroidvania and then the best classic Castlevania in the same collection. So you get like the best of both worlds. And if I don't think I mentioned it, but it comes out.
Wait, what?
Miley Cyrus, best of both worlds.
Right.
Is Symphony Hannah Montana or Miley?
Oh shit. I don't know.
Miley would have to be Rondo, right?
Yeah.
Wait. Is this just the PSP game?
No, it's actually not like the remake. The remade actual game part is not there. It's just the original Symphony and Rondo of Blood.
Nice. Yeah. And I'm wondering how the emulation of that is going to be. I hope it's good. You know?
I hope it is too.
Honestly, hopefully it's the PSP Symphony of the Night because you can play as Maria in that.
Oh, you're right.
The Saturn one, that would be pretty cool. That one also has Maria, but she plays different, I believe.
The last little cool thing about that is that it's going to come out the same day as the season 2 of Netflix's Castlevania anime, which is October 26th, just in time for Halloween.
Hell yeah,
dude! They should have.
The one thing that I was kind of disappointed about is that it's exclusive to PS4 for now, but that's, I mean, oh well. Like, I'll still look into getting it. If you have PS Plus, I think you can pre-order it right now for $15.99, so you can get a little discount. But yeah, so Castlevania.
Will this come out on disc or?
I think it's just digital. They haven't announced a physical disc, as far as I know. That would be really
limited
cool.
Run.
Ew, that would be really cool. Yeah, limited run. Get on that. Yeah, Symphony of the Night, Rondo Blood. If anyone out there has not played them by now, go right ahead. This is the best way to do so, in my opinion. All right, and now for a little bit of Nintendo news. This is kind of a big one, actually, and it's from today of all times. Literally announced earlier today. There was, I think it was like a Japanese like stock market or something. So,
excuse me.
Yeah, no.
I think Japan has a stock market.
Nintendo is making a Japanese.
Do they trade waifus or something?
Body pillows.
Oh, of course,
body pillows. Yeah. So it's a report. No, yeah. So it's a report from the Wall Street Journal, man. That's where I got that confused with. The Wall Street Journal Japan has an unofficial report that says Nintendo is looking into making a new model of Nintendo Switch, which could arrive as early as the second half of next year, and perhaps as early as the Northern Hemisphere summer. So, it says Wall Street Journal Japan sources reportedly told the publication there are active discussions about new hardware and software functions and the cost to implement them, including the low-end LCD display. So, this is an interesting one because, Nintendo is always just kind of crapped out iterations of their hardware. So, is anyone interested in this at this point?
Wait, what did you say?
4K Switch.
Like if it's better, if it's like a better build quality, if there's something different about it, if it's just better in general, then
if it's nice,
I'll sell my Switch.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I'll buy your Switch
because I've heard of all kind of like faulty. Like Switches were just starting to break, because of the heat vents.
They've had a lot of growing pains, I guess you would say.
And then like dead pixels.
Dead pixels were there at the beginning.
And bending. There's been a lot.
And you.
Oh man, good thing I didn't buy a Switch.
No, it's built well.
It's built well, and I think honestly,
you never buy the first model here.
A lot of the
I know.
A lot of the like quote unquote repair problems that people are having are just from like not taking the best care of it.
Sure.
But that's also not entirely everybody. So there are people that have just, left their Switch. There was a thing going on for a while where if you had a wired connection to your Switch on the previous firmware and you just left it in the dock, it would heat up in the dock.
Right. And okay, there's also a thing like that I've heard is that the Nintendo Switch was not made when when the C ports, the fucking what are they called? The USB-C ports weren't like fully established yet, or so they didn't use the right protocol, and that's why like third-party docks were bricking switches was because they had that C USB charging, and it was just breaking switches because they didn't know how to interface with it. It didn't use the right protocols, and so yeah, maybe they'll fix that.
I miss the
Fingers
Wii.
crossed.
The Wii was like a tank, and not only did it fall off of my table over and over and over again and be completely fine.
Right.
These broke so many other TVs. They were the master race of like technology.
Show me a broken GameCube. Do it. I dare you.
Yeah.
I dare you. Like I had a broken Wii. My Wii broke. It fell like face first on the front. It broke the CD drive. I don't know. It probably would have been fixable, but you know. And then it fell off my fridge.
Still ran. It just didn't play games, right?
Yeah, exactly. It didn't play games, and then it fell off my fridge. I don't know why I was up there, and it broke. Feels
like, hold on. I need some explanation for that one.
But
Jason wanted some cereal, and he was like, I'll take the Wii out of my hand and put it up on.
I'll take some Marios.
Getting that old school Nintendo cereal system. Just gotta get that. So the GameCube, I'm pretty sure like some establishment somewhere is probably like built with GameCubes as bricks, like
right,
how sturdy they are.
Like and it's not just the outside shell, it's like the whole construction of it. Like anybody I've ever seen open that thing and they're like, my God, you know, very
rarely I'll hear about issues with the GameCube's laser assembly, but it's very rare that I've heard that kind of stuff. So whereas with the Wii, the laser
ours did that.
Like,
give me a day.
Yeah.
The GameCube, our GameCube broke actually, our first one. But...
Oh yeah.
No. You shouldn't have played Catch the GameCube. Sorry.
Yeah. And don't put it on top of your fridge.
Ball deflates, huh?
Don't put it on top of your fridge, dude.
Yeah.
A couple other little Switch things. There's a couple ports that we were interested in. Jason, of course, is a huge BlazBlue fan. Joe, I know you're getting into it as well. BlazBlue Central Fiction is going to be receiving a version in Japan. It is not announced for stateside yet, but I think Tag Battle probably sold decent for them on the Switch, so we'll see.
I've actually seen people online on the Steam version that like. You know, in DBZ Fighters, you have that tag that pops up. Well, in whenever you're fighting somebody, but in BlazBlue, you can actually modify that tag and add text. And I've seen players that have like get hyped for the Switch version or the Switch release.
Nice.
Or something. So
that's cool.
I found that was really interesting.
And you know, like the cool thing for you, especially Jason, you're a fan of importing the games as well. Even if it doesn't come stateside, you can import that, and the Switch is region free, so it'll just freaking work.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, I'll do that.
So, yep. And then the other one that I'm really excited about is that they're porting the first 3 Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney games to the Switch. No word on if that's going to be physical yet, knowing how they've been doing Ace Attorney crap. Probably not. But it has the objection, exactly. It has the first 3 Phoenix Wright games, which are all-time classics. Like, if you're going to play any Phoenix Wright games, play the first 3.
John, get your dog out of the freaking mic.
Shut up, John.
He muted it. He's good.
I played that on a flight to Seattle, all 3 of those. So
yeah, they're absolutely wonderful games. There's actually like a cool little sale going on for the 3DS eShop right now. I think they're all on sale, which is cool also. But yeah. Yeah, so that's about it for Switch news. In another depressing news headline, this last couple weeks, Telltale Games is closing down. All of their staff have essentially been laid off. As of today, there was previously this week, they said they were going to keep like a small, 20, 30 person team to fix some stuff or whatever, do a little bit of work on what was left. But earlier today, they actually announced that they were laying those people off also. So I think it's just the management team. that's left for Telltale Games right now.
What
did they make?
They did. Telltale Games are their most, the most popular one, of course, is the Walking Dead series that they're doing, which
Toy
is
Story 2 or Toy Story 1 on the Sega Genesis. Wasn't that them?
No, that's Traveler's
No
Tales.
way, it was them.
That's Traveler's Tales.
Oh, it's this. I'm pretty sure it.
So Telltale Games is known for those episodic releases. They did the Walking Dead is the most popular one. They did the Batman way back when the Wii was out. They did the Back to the Future ones, which were pretty awesome from what I heard. I never got to do that. I think they did the Strong Bad games that were on the Wii also. Looking at a list, of course, yeah. So the most recent stuff they're known for is The Walking Dead, The Wolf Among Us, Minecraft Story Mode, blah, blah, blah. You've got Batman, the Telltale series, Tales from the Borderlands, Game of Thrones, all those, episodic story-driven games that were pretty popular from what
Wait. King's Quest? Or was that, did they do the remake for that or no?
No.
No? Who did
All
that?
of us sad about them leaving for games that they didn't actually make.
Man,
I haven't any of these.
Yeah,
I don't know who did. I don't know who did the remake for King's Quest. Let me find out for you.
Well, they failed to adapt as a company. They should have turned to pachinko machines.
Yeah,
like so many others.
Like Toys R Us, who
Right.
Jason, the developer of that game, is called The Odd Gentleman. So there you go.
Oh, all right. Didn't know that. Okay.
But yeah, it's just really unfortunate that there's a pretty, well-known studio that's just getting completely destroyed. Fans of the Walking Dead series are kind of wondering what the hell is going to happen with that because it hadn't finished the final season yet. From what I was reading on some threads, they're looking into getting third-party partners to finish that. But there's no guarantees. So
Kickstarter 10 years from now.
Right. So that's unfortunate. It's kind of depressing to see them go because I know a lot of people love those.
Probably already a Kickstarter.
Right. So yeah, there's one more headline I just kind of wanted to mention real quick. There's a little video floating around that is it's a leaked video of a Harry Potter game that's in development, and it's going to be a third-person RPG open world Harry Potter game, which I know a lot of people have wanted for a very long time. They want a Harry Potter game that gives you the freedom to explore that universe. And it looks
if you play as Harry,
fairly interesting.
I don't think it's going to be good.
Right, and the thing is, it's supposedly going to be a quote unquote new story where you play as a character you make yourself.
Harry Potter.
You can probably
go out as Harry Potter, right?
There's going to be so many Harry Potters.
That might actually be good.
Yeah,
I'm actually very excited for it as a Harry Potter fan. Because Harry Potter and RPG just kind of seems like it works on autopilot, and not a lot of people have attempted it. So,
magic.
So yeah, Harry Potter RPG. That's being in development by Avalanche Studios, who is behind the Disney Infinity games.
3 points for Gryffindor.
Right. Don't forget to.
What?
Don't forget to swish and flick the shit out of your wands.
If they bring back that old 3D model of Hagrid.
Oh yeah, that big old bloated Hagrid model.
Yo, Wizard Harry.
If y'all Google PS1 Hagrid, you'll probably find it.
I'm doing it right
Hashtag
now.
First Faps.
Excuse me?
Thanks, Joe.
Oh my god. It looks like they just plastered his face over a dome.
This
Can
was
someone
a
please post
this
that
was
in
a
the
meme.
general Discord?
This was
so
a
I can-
meme on BIRL.
I'm too lazy to search for it.
Yeah, I can't Google. Hook me up, Baco.
I got it.
Alright, cool.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
gosh.
Alright, Joe.
Oh, thank you, Kill.
Dang, you faps.
PS1 Hagrid.
Oh,
Oh my god.
That is amazing.
Moving on past the Hagrid memes.
We're not done with this.
Okay, what else would you like to contribute?
We're not done with this.
Please insert more visual content.
Insert more visual content that anyone listening to this audio show will not understand.
Wow!
I've met people that look like PS1 Hagrid.
Have you?
Did you look in a
their
mirror?
number?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Is there anything else in the news that y'all have heard about lately for gaming that you want to talk about?
I got a text from the president. That was gonna
Yes!
Warning!
There you go. We all got a text from the president.
That's my favorite game is text.
That's quite gaming related, but we can talk about it. Keel, did he text you back?
I said new phone, who dis?
Oh, okay, there we go.
He didn't like that.
New phone, who dis?
I got it during. I had an important quiz in one of my classes at school.
Like everyone's phone.
Yeah, everyone's phone lit up during class during the quiz.
Oh my god, that's funny. Yeah, I was talking to some folks the other day about it, and they're like, "Let's just link it to Trump's Twitter, so then we can all just stay up to date with it." Every time Trump tweets, we'll just get it.
Everybody at work was like, "Why am I getting this? I didn't sign up for it." I'm like, "Guys, it was just a test. Settle down."
Settle down. Everything's going to be okay.
It's fine.
Alrighty. Well, anything else for recent news?
I just read somewhere that Zooey Deschanel is naturally beautiful, and I don't think that's true.
Wait, what?
All right, and with that, we're gonna take a short break. Everyone, enjoy the short break.
Bye.
It's you and me, Hagrid.
Aren't you gonna be in Smash?
What? Yeah, Hagrid for Smash. Also, you ever wonder why Harry Potter just doesn't use a gun? We're back. Welcome back, everyone.
We're
Get
back
in here.
We are here. I think
I don't
we're
know
all
what
back.
I'm supposed to do with my hands.
All right, guys, we're back.
We are back to the very BN Gamecast. Up next, I have a trivia segment prepared for this week.
Oh boy!
So, as a lot of you might know, this week Mega Man 11 came out. I've been playing it. It's really good. Mega Man. It is very good. And as far as my opinion of the game, I think they've done a really good job with updating Mega Man's formula to a more modern engine.
Hey, Cody.
What's up?
Isn't that spin-off of Mighty Number 9?
Oh my god.
Hey, Cody. How many Mega Man games are there?
11, right?
11.
Yeah.
There are 11 mainline Mega Man. So anyway,
nice.
I'll probably elaborate a little bit on that in a minute when we talk about games we've been playing. But I have prepared no more, no less than 11 Mega Man trivia questions.
You're a gem, John.
Hold on.
I know, right?
Because remember that one time we were playing Pokemon Stadium 2 and there's the trivia game?
Yeah.
No more than 11.
That's a good game.
It's like which Pokemon is yellow, and then it puts like Octillery and Suicune and Pikachu.
I remember. No, wait, I'm thinking of the Mario Party. I'm sorry.
Remember we ruined the game for you?
Joe, that was Mario Party, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mario Party.
Yeah,
was it?
Cody was
like, I was there for that. I was there for that.
And then me and Joe, before they asked the question,
Yeah, essentially for anyone out there who has never played Mario Party 3, there's a mini game which is a quiz mini game. And instead of actually playing the quiz, these degenerates have decided it's an A button mashing contest, and you're just going to guess whoever can guess 3 questions correctly first without even reading them is going to win the game.
Because you answer them after it starts the question. Like once somebody buzzes in, you can't answer afterwards.
Okay. What do you got for us?
11 questions, since there are now 11 mainline Mega Man games.
He's blue. Move on to question 2.
Number 1. True or false? In the NES Mega Man games, Mega Man 1 through 6, Mega Man will always fight 8 robot bosses before fighting Dr. Wily.
Buzz.
Yes, Baco.
Is this true or false?
It is true or false?
Buzz.
No, wait, Buzz.
No, wait, Buzz.
Baco has not given me an answer.
Hold up.
What is false?
That is correct, because Mega Man 1 has 6 robot bosses instead of 8.
Yeah, dude.
I'll take Mega Man for 200, please.
All right, John. Well, we'll slide the next one to you. Do you know which Mega Man game was the first Mega Man to include the ability to slide?
3.
That is correct.
What the hell?
You guessed.
John got that entirely.
You didn't know that. I'll take Metal Gear for 1,000.
Pass.
Question 3 about Mega Man this week. We've got how many mainline Mega Man games were on the NES?
Buzz.
Baco.
How many did you say there were?
Are we counting X?
There's
11.
shit!
I can boot up my NES Mini. Oh shit! I know this. It's
Jason, you're on a computer. You can Google it.
Right? Jason, you gotta buzz in. And no, I didn't Google, by the way.
No, he needs a reason to use his
shit.
NES
It's either 5 or 6.
Take a guess.
And that was the only time Jason used the NES Mini.
I heard Joe belt out a 6 in there, so yes, that's correct. There were 6 Mega Man games.
Damn it!
1 through 6.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Were on the
He didn't know.
So yeah, 1 through 6 were on the NES, and then 7 was on the Super Nintendo. But when Mega Man 8 rolled around, question 4 is which system was the original release of Mega Man 8 on?
Buzz.
Baco.
What is the Sega CD?
Incorrect.
Buzz.
Baco.
You already lost 500 points.
What is
not how this works.
The
That's not how
Sony
this works.
Dreamcast.
The Sony Dreamcast. Get this man out of here.
No, please. I have a wife and kids. I need to feed them.
Mega Man 8. What was the first release?
Oh,
Which system was it on?
PlayStation.
No, you're wrong.
It's the PlayStation.
No.
Answer PlayStation.
Keel, what is it?
Wait, what was the question?
Oh my goodness.
I don't want to tell you what I was doing.
Keel, say Sony PlayStation.
Which system was Mega Man 8 originally released on?
Just say it.
Can I phone a friend?
Who would you like to phone?
Call me, Keel.
I'm gonna call Whitey.
All right, call Whitey.
How fucking original. Keel says I want to phone a friend and it's Whitey.
Right? You can't call me.
It's the PS1, right?
That is incorrect.
Shit.
Oh my god.
We don't know, Cody. I'm sorry.
It was the Sega Saturn.
Baco, you were
I
close.
said that.
You said the Sega CD.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not.
No.
That's not what
So,
eBay tells me.
Okay, what I was doing, I was trying to figure out who that chick was in that what you see versus what she sees.
Oh my god.
And I found this.
What?
Found her
Oh
Twitter.
dear.
Thanks.
Oh no!
Thanks, I hate it.
Oh god.
I guess I'll watch this later.
Question 5.
I own this.
I expected
Is everyone
following her.
Is everyone familiar with Mega Man's dog, Rush?
He's a trampoline.
In Mega Man 3, Rush has a few modes. Which of the following is not a real mode? There's Rush Coil, Rush Marine, Rush Jet, or Rush Cannon.
Rush Marine. Rush
Limbaugh.
Rush Limbaugh. You know, Joe, you're right. That's not one of them.
Yes!
I think this dog is Rush is not an American. I think he needs to be sent back overseas.
Oh my god.
Rush Jet.
That's my best Rush Limbaugh.
Jason says Marine. John says Jet. Those are both
Wait, what was the
incorrect.
question?
I'll take the other one.
There's
Two
two
more
more.
options.
I was gonna guess.
Rush
Coil
Rocket.
or Rush Cannon.
Rush Cannon.
It is Rush Cannon. That is not a real mode for him. Coil, Marine, and Jet are all modes.
That is weird.
Breaking away from Mega Man for a second. Super Mario All-Stars is a thing that exists. It's the first 3 Mario games plus the Lost Levels remade for the Super Nintendo. But not a lot of people know there's basically a game that is like Super Mario All-Stars for Mega Man. It is for the Genesis, and it was exclusively released in Japan, so it's a Mega Drive game. Does anyone know the name of the Mega Drive version of Mega Man that includes Mega Man 1 through 3?
Joe knows.
Joe first. I heard Joe.
Wily Wars.
That's correct. Mega Man: The Wily Wars. It is a collection of Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 that is remade for the Sega Genesis. It was available over the Sega Channel network in America for a short time.
Get this man a ribbon.
Cody, I'm still waiting for my prize from last podcast.
You didn't win.
You didn't win, dude.
Nobody
I Googled
won.
all your answers for you.
I
No one
shouted
ever
I
wins
win,
this.
and no one contested, so I won.
Oh,
Baco, this next one's for you.
Okay.
Which
All right.
Mega Man title for the original Game Boy and features entirely new, unique bosses?
Buzz.
Wow.
I buzzed.
Joe.
Joe, what is it? Joe? Joe, I'm putting you on the spot.
Mega Man for what?
Yeah, Joe, come on. For the GameCube.
Game Boy?
Game Boy
The
GameCube.
Game Boy. Which Game Boy Mega Man features entirely new, unique bosses?
Mega Man Extreme 2.
Incorrect.
Wrong.
It is also not for the original Game Boy.
Wait.
No, you didn't specify.
Mega Man 5.
Jason has got it correct. It is Mega Man.
That's bullshit. I buzzed
Jason
in before
Googled.
Jason!
I didn't. I just
He didn't
remembered
Google.
that. It has
Yeah, I never
so-
buzzed in.
I knew it
Yeah.
was 5. No. This isn't fair. I knew it was 5 because I own all of them, and I know 5 is like every Mega Man. Like Mega
You
Man
didn't
1.
know that.
Mega
You
Man
would have
1
said
on
it. You would have
Yeah.
said it.
Okay,
Yeah.
listen. I buzzed in, and then Joe got the answer.
Listen here, you flat
You
foot.
buzzed in for Joe. That's.
Do you
You
know
buzzed
why
in
Mega
for
Man
Joe.
5 has all new characters?
Question number 8.
Oh, we're just gonna skip me. Okay. No, it's fine. I'm not
Mega
mad.
Man's Japanese name is Rockman. What is the Japanese name for bass?
Buzz.
Stereo.
Bass.
Boombox. Stereo. I like stereo. That's a good one. It is not boombox.
Is it bass? Does he have the
It
same
is not
name?
bass.
Is it roll?
Yeah.
It is
right.
not roll.
No,
Is
that's
it-
because that's the girl.
Stone.
Roll is the girl.
Is it Stone?
Wait,
I hear some fucking horse clopping on the
is
keyboard.
it Larry?
Hilarious.
I'm hearing Larry.
Larry.
That is incorrect.
Shit.
Damn.
Larry.
If no one knows, I can
Rocksteady?
It is not Rocksteady. It is not Bebop.
Can I pay that?
Forte.
Thank you, John. Thank you for Googling Forte.
Yes.
The
I didn't
answer
Google
is
it. I asked my cat.
yeah,
What is it?
bullshit.
What was it?
The answer is
Forte.
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 John, tell your cat.
What does that
Yeah,
even mean?
that means bass, dude.
What?
In Japanese.
No.
Oh,
John, I didn't know you spoke
It means like
Japanese.
strong, like loud.
Yes,
Wrong.
loud, exactly.
Uh,
Number
okay.
number 9.
Of course.
yeah.
Does anyone know the first 3D Mega Man game?
Oh shit! It's
Legends.
Mega
That
Man
is
3D.
correct. Mega Man Legends. Good
What?
work, Bob.
Suck it, Jason.
Oh,
Fuck off, Bob.
yeah. Yeah, we're on a close tie here for not first. All right. What do you got?
Question 10. John,
Yeah.
we're gonna give John exclusively this because he mentioned it earlier. John, do you know why Mega Man is blue?
Because they didn't. It was the only color they had left.
That's the color you have left.
Incorrect.
Not true.
Not true. It's right.
It's the only color that didn't clash with the background.
Incorrect. All the backgrounds in Mega Man 1.
Oh, because there was more blue, so they could accentuate them more.
That's correct. Pretty much. The color palette for blue on the NES had a larger variety than any other color, so they could be more detailed with the sprites and character design.
Why come he gets 3 guesses?
Because there ain't no fucking rules to this shit.
Whoa, language, Cody. There are 3-year-olds watching.
Oh
this.
my god.
watching with their ears.
Yeah,
quit watching with your
probably
ears.
fucking watching.
Well, how else are deaf people supposed to know what we're talking
My
about?
baby. Oh.
The final question I had.
Hey, Joe.
Here is a unique one and something that I'm glad never actually happened. So, Mega Man X once was going to have a third-person shooter based on it, or actually, it might have been a first-person. No, it was a first-person shooter. I think it was gonna have a first-person shooter game. Does anyone know what it was going to be called?
Fuck.
Mega Man something, right?
If I remember.
Incorrect.
That's not it.
Mega Man Honor Frontline.
Incorrect.
Oh wait, was it
Is it that shitty Mega Man game for the Xbox?
That's Bomberman.
Oh, it's Bomberman. My bad.
But it's
Maverick Hunter.
It would have basically been that equivalent.
It's Maverick Hunter.
I think
It is Maverick Hunter.
Yeah.
I heard typing.
Who's typing?
Maverick Hunter was the name of it. I'm actually, like I said, I'm glad it didn't happen because, Jason, I feel like it would have been the Bomberman Act Zero of Mega Man, because that game, if no one's familiar with Bomberman Act Zero, Bomberman's cool, but the 360 one, Google Bomberman Act Zero if you don't know about it.
No, that one won a bunch of awards. I remember.
No, this is bunk. Rico cheated. I heard him typing like made his bacon over there.
I got one for Cody here then.
Okay, give me a question.
Okay. All right. So you all know that before Mega Man was named Mega Man, it was Rockman. So before that, what was his full name?
Rockman.
He had a name before Rockman. Anyone know?
Oh shit.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Man. I think we should just give it to Joe.
I'm gonna go with Cletus LeRae.
Oh, so close, but not true.
What was it?
Rainbow Battle Rockman. For his ability to change colors when he was armed with different weapons.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yep, it used to be a lot of colors besides blue, apparently.
I'm looking at this Maverick Hunter. I'm seeing pictures of it, and the redesign for Mega Man looks like Raiden from Metal Gear Rising mixed with Pepsi Man.
Pepsi Man is awesome. Pepsi Man.
You've been reading my fanfics.
Yeah. Oh yeah, let me exit out of that.
All right, so since this is like whose line is it anyway and the points don't matter, I'm going to declare this week's winner is Keel. Congratulations, Keel.
Good job.
Oh, good job, Keel.
Congratulations.
I worked hard.
Congratulations, buddy.
Congratulations.
I did find us the most useful thing.
You did, absolutely.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
Yep.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is that time of the week.
Caution, this profile may include
the Mirko Minute.
Sensitive. Oh boy.
Okay.
Just the Mirko Minute, of course, is where our friend John Daiachi Mirko gets 60 seconds to tell us what is on his mind. John, are you ready for the weekly Mirko Minute?
I guess I'm ready, I suppose. Count me down.
All right. And again, I'm going to remind everyone at home, the silence you will hear is the rest of us.
Wait, can I get a moment? I need to talk to Keel about something.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Sure.
Keel, you're on this website, right?
Yes.
You know how they block sensitive material?
How?
I'm just scrolling down, and she is just getting destroyed.
Oh, no.
Yes,
I don't even have to unveil it. It's just right there.
Oh, no.
Like, you have to, click view to actually see some of this stuff, but that one's just... And these aren't even, They're just her in lingerie, but the rest of them are not, and they're open,
Yeah, it's like...
All right, is John ready for the Mirko Minute?
I'm sorry for this. Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. John.
Long ago in a distant land, no, not just an urge, more than it was my destiny, to be here in the box for what is a man, miserably little pile of secrets, by the way. Do you know any sailors? Be careful, okay? I fell asleep looking. Oh, you are doomed. You were, as soon as you lost the ability to love. Congratulations, you have completed my task, my boy, and proved that the justice of our culture. Now go and rest our hero. Oh, now that I got that off my mind. Oh gosh. Oh no. Hold on. Tell me your honest opinion of me. Rules I cannot reply to anyone. These kids monsters are learning the most importance of teamwork and the power of friendship. Super Monsters return. Oh gosh. Me at this point of the week, I'm not sure. Oh no. Watching a vet show about a beagle come home with a sore neck is so
That is 60
sad.
seconds.
Oh, thank goodness.
Oh, jeez.
Samurai Jack in the beginning?
I don't know how much more of that I could have handled.
I heard
Yeah.
Ghostbusters for NES in there somewhere.
I was just glad for all of that. We were talking about porn and then the Mirko Minute. I thought it was going to be something else entirely.
So, all right. This week's Mirko Minute is concluded.
This is a pretty good Twitter, guys.
Oh, gosh.
9 claws out of 10.
I
Keel,
love that, man.
Keel, I don't think the Elsa Jean XXX Twitter is the best Twitter to be looking at. But I could be wrong.
Listen.
No, it's pretty good.
Can we do like a sponsored content?
No.
No.
I nominate Brad.
All right. Never mind.
All right,
Baco,
I'm gonna
it's time.
hand it off to Baco. Baco, what is the name of your new segment?
All right. Do I start now?
Leave that in.
What are you supposed to
All right.
about?
All right, so
Leave that
Baco and Pale's segment. This is my own special segment where I get to talk about whatever I want. You guys have to sit there and listen.
So it's the Mirko Minute, except bootlegged.
Yeah, exactly. it's an inferior
Hello, this is me,
version.
Baco.
It's like an imported version of. All right. So my topic today is who has the best video game butt, and my decision. I put a lot of thought into this. Like I spent 2 weeks thinking about this, and I got to go with Bob from Tekken.
Oh shit!
I was not expecting that.
Oh my god, it's Bob from Tekken.
Break
Holy
it out
crap.
to Google. Hold me a second here.
You don't remember Bob from Tekken?
Oh, the big guy that rolls around?
Yeah.
Damn!
JonTron?
He got a
That-
fat ass!
That guy that looks like Rufus from Street Fighter 4.
No, he looks like a blonde JonTron.
Blonde
Oh my
JonTron.
That right.
JonTron do got a nice ass. Oh, man.
Like,
Did you have any contenders, Baco?
JonTron, what?
Do you have any contenders for the top 5? I need to hear your thoughts on this.
Yeah,
Well,
who
I
else
thought
wants to
about-
chime in? Who has the best video game
Yeah,
play?
anyone else? I was thinking Snake.
Yeah, I actually got one. The Oblivion NPC. Any of them.
Any of them.
Maybe an NPC. Hold on, let me look this up.
Any of them?
I'm gonna go with like old school wrestling games where you can make like the creative character and you just set like the waist to like 500 and the rest of the body to like 20.
Okay, which one are you getting up to, Joe?
Don't worry about it.
Joe,
Yeah,
I
Yes,
remember
Snake.
you telling me a long time ago you thought Snake from Metal Gear had the nicest ass, and I would have agreed with you back in the day, but Bob's got it beat.
it's not about the meat. It's about the quality, you know.
Right, but Bob's is large and in charge.
I'm with Joe on this one. It's all about that quality, not
Yeah, well,
quantity.
Bob works out too.
It's the shape, not the size.
Trust
Right.
me, I work for GM right now. They make way too many.
Oh, but here, listen. Bob works out. His ass is toned. Snake works out. His ass is toned. But there's more tone on Bob's ass because there's more ass.
Well,
You don't
ladies and
know.
gentlemen, you
Now,
cannot
here's the
argue with
real
that.
question: are you eating it?
We're done, and that's the end of my segment.
All right, tune in next week to find out if Baco and Pals makes the cut for regular segments. Anyway, moving on.
It's gonna be a no for me, Cody.
No for me.
Yeah, that's for the rest of the podcast. We've got probably a good.
Can we listen to me eat?
Good, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Oh, aren't we supposed to be going over games we've been playing?
Yeah, that's what we're
let's
going to be doing
start
for the rest of the podcast. So yeah, I'll mention again, Mega Man 11. It's really good. Right now there is a kind of sick deal going on for the PS4 and I think the Xbox versions of Mega Man 11. It's a $60 digital bundle, but you get Mega Man 11, you get Mega Man Legacy Collection 1, Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, Mega Man X Collection 1, and Mega Man X Collection 2 for $60, which is 19 Mega Man games.
Does that come with 12 and 11?
No.
It comes with 11. 12 does not exist yet.
Oh, I mean 10. Sorry.
9 and 10. Yes, it comes with 9 and 10.
Okay.
So it comes with every mainline Mega Man game, and I think every X game at this point, X1 through X8. So.
I'm just thinking in my head, like, how many times I could say the word Mega Man today.
Mega Man. Yeah, I don't think that deal is live on the Switch yet, unfortunately. I don't know if it will be, but it's a good deal. Mega Man 11 by itself. Mega Man 11 by itself is a $20 digital game, $30 at retail, which is like a thing that's been going on for a while with like physical things for the Switch. But
I'm getting tired of just buying all these games that I already own. And
that's right.
Yeah.
This is
for the people who do not have any existing Mega Man games. It's a really nice opportunity to.
Yeah, but do they really need all those games?
All those Mega Man games?
Yeah.
I'll tell you, my 400 Steam games say I don't need them.
Exactly. You'll get to where I'm coming from.
I wish there were a way to donate Steam games.
Yeah. Joe, what have you been playing?
Yeah, what have you been playing, Joe?
I know. I want to tell them. Tell them how you only
Is it Mega Man
games.
11? Because Mega Man 11 is really good.
Joe only. I want the listeners to know that Joe only plays games that are tank controls, and I want Joe to elaborate on that, please.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, well, I just think that tank controls are the best way to control a game.
Joe, can you clarify what tank controls are?
That wouldn't be improved by tank controls.
Joe, what
For
are
the
tank
people at
controls?
home,
That got
what are
cut.
tank controls?
Tank controls are where you can only move forward. There's none of that strafing bullshit.
Okay.
You just move back and forth, and you can turn.
Left and right will rotate you, of course, like a tank.
Yeah. And so it's like a very natural way to move.
And what game have you been playing?
It's not.
I know. That's how I get around the house.
Yeah.
That's how I get around the house.
You ever see me strafe? I ain't strafing down the
You
halls.
fucking stand in place and rotate to turn places? Are you fucking
I'm turning.
More or less.
More or less?
You're doing it wrong.
So you're gonna shit on tank controls, but you're gonna applaud fucking other games where you got like Zelda's back hopping all the time, and nobody talks about that.
I think Joe needs a minute to rant about things, so I'm gonna give him a second here to.
Could you
I'll hop your
elaborate?
back, you know what I'm saying?
If God loved us, he would have given us tank controls.
Ah, I see.
You would have given us tank controls.
Well, they gave us tanks. That's close enough, Joe.
Yeah, I was gonna say we got tanks.
Anyway, it's the perfect method for survival horrors.
And it's true.
It depends on how the gameplay is built around it.
Well, if it's got that like third person thing where it's like, what's that thing called? Room to room, the camera angle's different. Resident Evil, that's it.
Resident Evil, that's it.
Final Fantasy X.
Final Fantasy X. Jason got it.
I love that game.
But it's perfect for that.
It is.
Except
But
when you run into a room and then run back into the room.
still
But
haven't
that's
told-
all just bad design.
Tell me what
So,
you've been
Joe-
playing, man.
Yeah, Joe, what is your opinion on combat for the Atari
Oh gosh.
2600?
I have not played that game, Cody.
It's the epitome of tank controls. You're a tank. It's two tanks. They shoot each other. It's Atari. It's not that fucking hard to figure out.
John?
Yeah? What up? What game have you been playing, Joe? I want to know.
Space Channel 5, I guess.
Nice. That's actually a really good.
That's a good game.
Joe,
Jason?
didn't you recently purchase Techromancer from eBay?
Oh, yeah.
Would you like to tell us how you bought that?
Yeah, I
You
bought it
bought
on eBay with money from my job.
Hey, Joe. That's good. That's really good.
Why was
That's
that
a big boy.
necessary?
Yeah!
Thanks,
I
John.
loved it.
No problem, Joe.
I was nervous. Thank you.
I know. That's good. All right.
Joe, you
If
want to talk
anyone
about
wants,
Death Stranding's new trailer?
Oh,
Anything
gosh.
about it?
Oh, the gameplay trailer?
There's
So Death Stranding.
No,
Death
did you guys see
Stranding,
the
man.
newer trailer for that?
Yes, the
Where-
guy that summons the demon thing from
Yeah,
hell.
he's like, "Where you going,
That's-
boy?"
Oh, go get your ass. Norman Reedus, you got that?
I love how it's like-
the gameplay trailer.
Did I
Wait,
did I
what's
say
that?
gameplay trailer? No, I said, did you check out the new trailer? You just
You
can't
said,
read.
"Oh yeah, it's a walking sim," and then there was no gameplay, and the trailer was titled "Gameplay."
Oh, I didn't name the game.
Okay. Let's all weigh in separately on this. What is everyone's opinion of Death Stranding as it stands right now? Starting with Baco. We'll go in alphabetical order.
All right,
that way we can
so-
save
Start
Joe's
with me.
opinion for last.
Start with
Because
me.
it's the best.
I want to go first. Start with me.
No, I
But-
get
A
it.
is after
No, start
B.
with me.
Okay, so here's my thing about Death Stranding. It's gonna be great. It's not gonna be a waste of time walking around places.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
No, I really
What is
do
this
like the way it looks. It looks very unconventional.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say
Conventional.
that.
How's
I
it
like
smell?
It makes sense.
It
smells
looks
good.
like real life.
Like the storyline looks interesting. Like I know I'm not gonna get it the first time through, or even the 10th time through, but
Right, because it's, Kojima.
like even the Metal Gear games, like they're
Hideo
pretty
Kojima.
basic, but there's so many intertwining storylines, and it just goes so many places.
Hideo Kojima is known for his stories all throughout
Yeah,
his
I mean,
career as a game dev. Even going back to shit like Snatcher, like
Yeah, I
it's-
mean his stuff, it's
He
good.
didn't
That's
make
why
that.
What
Boy, that was fucking Blade Runner, wasn't it?
it was, but we
he
did
made- he still makes-
Police Knots.
He made Snatcher
That was
and
Die
Police Knots.
Hard.
I love Die Hard.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah, it was.
Bruce Willis.
But
Oh,
what
back
point
on
is
Twitter again.
he's a pretty good artist. He's good at his craft. He shouldn't let us die. It'd at least be entertaining, I think.
Yeah.
So
All right,
there's
that's
the
enough of
process.
Baco's opinion.
Yeah, now let's get Joe's, because that's the negative version.
No. We got to go down the list. John, you're
Put me on
next.
next, Cody.
Man.
Fine,
The game-
Joe can go now. If
No,
y'all are
don't
gonna-
let Joe go. Everybody
Okay,
else
John-
has opinions too.
John can
Yeah.
go.
I'll go.
John,
The
why?
game looks like it has enough gameplay to last me for at least 100 hours. Man. Lots of enemies,
Hello?
tons of abilities. Man, anything that, is
John.
entertaining in a video game, I think
John.
this game's got it. Yeah, Baco?
How do you feel about them all being like Southern? Like that bad
Okay,
guy was
honest,
like,
honest opinion, you threw Norman Reedus in there naked. Okay, I don't need anything else. That's it. I'm gonna play the shit out of this
Where-
game.
like
Where's this
Norman
game?
Reedus plays like a
You know-
Southern dude.
Hey, you
I know,
know,
it's hilarious.
dude, you know who would be great with Norman Reedus? PS1 Hagrid.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's
I was
it. You
thinking
gotta
Tom
get-
Hanks, but
Tom
that works
Hey,
too.
that'd be good too. Put him in
But
there.
he's got to be Southern.
PS1
All right.
Hagrid.
Jason,
Okay.
what do you think?
I gotta.
Death Stranding.
So at first, I kind of agreed with like whatever Joe's about to say. I already know what he's gonna say. Joe, I already know what you're gonna say. So, but like
I
then
think
I
we all
saw
know
the
it.
most. Then I saw the most recent trailer, and there was a big boy on screen, and it
Where
looked
you
like it
going,
was
boy?
gonna be a battle. It looked like there was and there was the dude with the mask. You don't just have that without any gameplay. You can't just have that without any gameplay. That was like a Zoid. There was like a Zoid on screen,
Yeah,
and
that's a big boy.
It's not a Zoid.
so
Maybe it's
Shut up,
not.
peanut gallery.
I think Joe's wrong. Joe, I think you're wrong.
Joe, you're wrong. Everybody
I
here
said
thinks
it.
you're wrong.
Keel,
Then why?
do you have an
Hold
opinion
on, I'm
on Death
watching the
Stranding?
trailer right now.
He's watching the trailer right now.
Alright, Keel's gotta chime in.
Chime in while you're watching it, because that'll be some real fun.
Did you watch the one with
Can we get some live commentary?
Yeah, I'm watching the one where the dude's got the light and he's like,
isn't that badass?
Put it into a puddle and then he's summoning a doggo.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just Pokemon is what it is.
Yeah. I'm very interested to play Death Stranding.
Once it's like $10, I'll play it.
Once it's on the Steam sale, I don't have Steam games yet.
Oh, that guy blinked. Where'd he go?
Whoa!
Every trailer I've seen for that game so far is like a really like obscure like mindfuck kind of horror type thing, and like I really like psychological horror thriller type shit. So I think I will probably definitely be interested.
You never play Fatal Frame with me.
And I
that is incorrect.
That
I was wasted. I was wasted as fuck if we were playing Fatal Frame.
Yeah, but you were too scared to hold the controller, and so
bullshit.
Scared to hold the controller.
I had fucking hot blood, and you're like, here you play.
I've only seen the 2 trailers, the first one and this one.
That's the only 2 there are. But anywho,
okay. I didn't know that.
There's a few. The other ones are shit though.
They did bring in the girl who played Quiet in Metal Gear Solid 5.
I saw
Phantom
that.
Pain.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
She's in it now.
Oh, what? She's really in it?
Yeah.
But Quiet's not in it, but just the girl
not
that played
Quiet,
her.
but yeah, the girl who played her.
That's cool.
She's pretty cute. She's a cutie patootie.
It's good to see that, you know, Kojima is still going strong on this project after Silent Hills and the whole Konami fiasco.
Right.
So
Kojima's a trooper.
Yep.
Oh, he's got a huge.
We can skip Joe now, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
so we've got the 5 positive opinions. Joe, what is your opinion of Death Stranding?
Oh yeah. Fuck you, John.
Oh shit! What the hell?
Man.
Where did that come from?
That must be a good game.
I just want to point out, my opinion was neutral. I said I'll play it once it's $10.
Well, yeah, but
there's not going to be anything to play. The gameplay is going to be ass.
Yeah, but anything that Joe says and plays is ass. So most of the reasons I'm going to buy it is because Joe hates it. I'm going to enjoy every minute.
Praise for the next decade, but the gameplay will be nothing because we haven't seen any gameplay, which leads me to think the gameplay is nothing to get excited about. It's just going to be a walking sim. All we saw was Norman Reedus carrying a big box, and every character we see except Norman Reedus is way cooler than this naked middle-aged old man we gotta play.
Don't you talk shit about Norman Reedus, my boy.
I'll talk shit about Norman.
Oh, you just wish you were as cool as
That guy's got a motorcycle.
Oh, you just wish it was his cool.
Norman Reedus ain't a baby.
Exactly. Could you? I don't think so, buddy boy.
Yeah.
Damn, Joe's just jealous that he can't come up with a good game concept like
Joe's
that.
Joe's just mad that Death Stranding doesn't seem to have tank controls.
Joel.
This game reminds me of Final Fantasy 15 because it was like, didn't it take like 7 years or something like that for them to finally make it?
Too long.
It actually got converted from a different game.
Yeah,
like,
it was converted from
like
13 Versus or whatever it was called,
wasn't even
right?
like a game though. It was just like a trailer, and it was like all these trailers with like no gameplay.
Yeah.
So I mean, I will say in that regards,
and I'm still waiting for that game to be in my price range of $3 to play it.
Yeah, it should be.
What game?
Final Fantasy 15. I hear it's not even that good. Like,
it's really good.
Nah, I heard it's like what is it? Like somebody. I was watching a video where somebody pointed out you can just like all it is how many health flasks or whatever it is you can buy.
Yeah.
And you won't die. You'll just
you don't.
That's like any RPG though.
Yeah.
You know, if you stock up on fucking pots,
RPG, it takes a turn to use like your health.
Not always.
You don't have to walk in that game. You drive a car. Okay, that's acceptable.
Yeah,
like I never use that. I always feel cheating whenever I use potions and stuff. I just don't. You know?
Well, the fact that it's there makes the game about a million times easier.
I completely understand your mentality.
You can say that for any RPG,
right?
I also don't use potions.
That's because you're a baby.
I guess it like
I love that logic, John.
It like depends on the game for me. I guess like yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like, for example, like in more, I don't know, I say like Octopath Traveler, which I've been playing lately. I don't really use like healing items. I use like healing skills. Like I have a healer
I use a lot of those
in my party. So
that game is actually kind of tough at certain
points. It is.
Did you summon the Kraken? Have you got that far or no?
Not yet.
Spoiler alert.
I have also heard that one is also subpar. Like the visuals are amazing, but other than that, it's just
I wouldn't say it's subpar, but it's just really grindy.
Like the only
that's like just subpar to me.
I see grinding's not always a bad thing. Like sometimes I just want to sit down. I want to like.
It's not even that grindy though. Like, and it's
right.
Not super
it's
hard.
not.
The only thing that I was disappointed, and I kind of agree with like the critics on, is that there really isn't that much like communication between stories or like between characters. And I think they missed an opportunity where they could have taken all the stories of the other characters and kind of just joined them into one story. Like they could have merged together.
I agree with you on that.
And it would have been amazing.
Like the most interaction you get between like characters is like Fire Emblem tier like support conversations, basically. So, but Octopath Traveler is I liked it. I need to go back and play more of it.
I'm sorry, boys, but I'm starving, so I'm cutting this short.
Well, before you go, John, what you been playing?
I play Fortnite because I'm a follower.
Why do you play that? Because
I play that because
like Rainbow Six or something, and you'll be like, "No, I'm going to bed," and then like
I am. You guys
back on Fortnite.
I don't get back on Fortnite. No,
he's on Fortnite when he tells me, and then like
I am. Yeah, I play Fortnite, dude.
And I know you've been on Dragon Ball Fighters. Too.
Dragon Ball Z Fighters got my new DLC. Got my 17 cooler. You know.
And
grinded it out. That's fun.
This weekend we're gonna be playing Super Mario Party. So look forward
a good
to
Mario Party game. Oh, I can't wait.
Look forward to our impressions on that during the next podcast.
If we're still friends.
Right, if we're still friends. Exactly.
That's a valid point.
With Mario Party,
get in on that.
With Mario Party, anything can happen. So.
Anything is possible. But thank you guys. I'm out.
All right, John. We'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
John out.
Yeah.
Bye, John.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye, John.
I miss
Jason,
John.
my friend. What have you
What's
been
up?
playing?
Okay, so other than like Dragon Ball Z Fighters and Blaze Blue and Melee, the games that I always play and I probably will always play.
Yep.
I haven't actually been playing any new games, but I did watch the Animu A Silent Voice recently, and I thought it was actually really good. So I think
you watched an anime?
I did. It wasn't like a series. It was just like a movie. But yeah, I did. Yep.
I think I've heard of that before.
What'd you
Joe,
say, Joe?
you should watch it. You might like it.
Ain't that some nerd shit?
Hold on a second, Joe.
Wait a minute, Joe.
Them's fighting words. You wanna go?
We're all nerds
playing
here.
anime fighters with you tonight.
See, he's scared. You're scared.
He's
No, I ain't scared.
About to be a Blaze Blue money match going on.
Oh, you won't do that. There's no way. Joe too cheap.
Joe too cheap for that. Right?
He's not about to waste money.
I mean, here's the thing, Jason. If he bets you money, he's not gonna pay you.
Yeah, that's true.
Alright.
Or else.
Baco, get any cool pickups or play any? Cool games?
Yeah, I did. So like, GameStop had a deal on Game Boy games. Yeah, that's it. Game Boy games, where you buy 2 and you get your third one free.
Okay.
And their deals are pretty okay. So it's like completely free games. So I picked up Final Fantasy V.
Game Boy Advance?
Yeah, I have all of them for the Game Boy Advance now, which I'm pretty happy about. I got, what was that other one? Like Phalanx, I think it was.
The shoot 'em up with the hillbilly on the cover for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, playing his banjo. And then
I was very disappointed when I Googled it and the Game Boy Advance version didn't have that cover.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping that was the case. But and then like the most expensive game I got was Rock and Roll Racing for the Game Boy Advance.
Oh, nice! I didn't know.
And who had that sale? Was it Disc Traders or?
It was GameStop.
GameStop, yeah.
You order it online.
Games?
Yeah, I did.
See,
I ordered it online.
I didn't know Rock and Roll Racing had a Game Boy port, so that's cool.
Yeah, it does, and I don't know.
I've been
if
looking
anyone
for
knows
the
this,
Genesis
but
copy for a long time.
I guess the reason why I'm assuming the reason why it costs so much is because it has like MIDI versions of like Ozzy's Paranoid and like Bad to the Bone,
and like a music copyright.
Yeah, and it's made by Blizzard too. So
yeah.
But yeah, no, I was scared buying these from GameStop because
Yeah,
I hear all the horror stories.
Oh yeah. I was gonna ask, have you taken them?
Yeah, I got
them.
them. They all look good. I opened them up. There's none of the black drop on them.
Yeah, no solder. For anyone who's listening who's into collecting like Game Boy Advance games, bootlegs are becoming a huge problem when buying those kinds of games online. As far as like people like selling bootlegs as the real thing. And some of them are getting really damn good too, which is scary.
Oh yeah, those Etsy accounts, man.
I definitely recommend looking into buying some screwdrivers to open up games that you purchase online. They're pretty cheap, and it's pretty easy to tell if you look at the board when you have a bootleg on your hands, because it will have 9 times out of 10 it will have huge black solder blobs instead of like actual chips containing the game. Because it's just the cheapest way for them to make bootleg cartridges. So, that is a scary thing. And GameStop's website, unfortunately, has kind of been notorious lately for shipping people reproductions and stuff like that, selling it as the real thing on their website.
Like on the note of reproductions, like the N64 actually has like reproductions now too. And I watched a video more recently. It's like somebody had taken the ROM for the Master Quest, because the N64 ROM is actually released on the GameCube.
Right.
And so they took that and they put that on like a reproduction cart for the N64. But like what I thought was interesting is that they've managed a way to like they don't have to have the lockout chip, because they used to take the lockout chip from other games and put it on that board. Yep. But now they've just gotten past it, so they don't even need the lockout chip anymore.
Yeah, I think most of the lockout chips for retro consoles at this point have been like they've gotten around them basically, and like especially like some of the disc-based consoles. Like I guess PS1 is like the only one where I think you have to like get a straight up mod chip or something to play different region games, and I guess probably PS2 also, right? Unless there's an action replay or something that can do it for that.
Yeah, the PS2 you definitely have to have some kind of mod chip for.
Yeah, but like stuff like the Sega Saturn, it's ridiculously easy to play backups
3DO?
or
3DO.
Yeah, 3DO also.
Like from day one, you could just
burn games for that thing.
Yeah.
Joe, this is kind of only tangentially related, but I saw this sick shirt that I thought about getting you, and it's like a shirt. It's a Dreamcast shirt, but it doesn't say like Dreamcast or anything. It just says GD-ROM, which is like the fucking like the proprietary disc format that they use for Dreamcast games.
Yeah.
So like I thought I was gonna send that to you and I forgot, but like
that's pretty good.
That's pretty funny. It's just like a shirt that says GD-ROM instead of like CD-ROM or whatever. But yeah,
I'm trying to think what was I was reading something. It's like a famous like where somebody swapped the cartridges, and it like somebody bought like a really expensive game, and it just ended up being Madden.
Yeah, I remember hearing that story. I think it was from GameStop's website too, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah.
So like someone
do you remember
purchased...
what the game was that they switched out for Madden?
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can like find it on Google.
Joe. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, did you want to talk about how people should handle coming out as a Sonic fan to their parents?
Oh my god.
No, actually, I got another topic I want to talk about.
Well,
Super Mario Sunshine being in league with the Electric Company. Can you talk about that, Rico?
Just before you get into Super Mario Sunshine being in league with the Electric Company, I wanted to let you know that it was a guy that ordered a copy of Chrono Trigger for the Super Nintendo from GameStop back in 2015.
Yeah,
they sent him a bootleg Chrono Trigger cartridge with a Madden 95 motherboard inside.
And how much does that go for, Cody?
Oh man, like nowadays
it's
close to like $90-$100, I think. It might be a little cheaper than that. But let's see. Let's check some. Anyone want to guess what the most recent Super Nintendo Chrono Trigger sold for on eBay?
300.
90.
Just like a loose cartridge.
91, Bob.
92.
Let's do it. Price is Right style. So Baco, you go first.
Who, me?
Yeah, we'll do it in alphabetical order. The most recent Chrono Trigger sold October 4th. Give us a bit. It's a loose cartridge. Bob. 149. Jason.
Oh no, Drew. I'm sorry. It's Drew now.
Okay. I'm gonna say 90. My first answer.
90. All right.
91.
I fucking hate you, Joe! You son of a bitch! Could I change my bet? That's some shit. 92. No, 92.
That's the rules.
No.
Oh my god! I'm gonna fucking go over there and punch him.
Do you ever think in Price is Right, people just like
95?
Like.
You're all fucked. Y'all went over. It was actually 81.25 with 375 shipping, so it's $85. So I think it's gone down a little bit in recent years.
Wow.
Some of them.
Can we make that a segment, please?
Yeah, I actually thought about that. That's a fun thing to do. I can get a couple. I could probably get a couple more if you want, real quick. Like, hold on.
But, make them Musha.
So here we go. This will be a fun one. So I've got a copy of Suikoden II for the PS1 that is disc only, that sold on October 3rd. How much do you think the disc only for Suikoden 2?
Why are you telling Joe what to look up on eBay?
I'm gonna go last this time, so Joe can't fucking.
Joe, you go first.
What?
Suikoden 2 disc only. How much did it go for?
But
just the disc, no case. It's not. They didn't even give him like a fucking
$1
burner. $1. All right, Joe. Joe bid $1. Baco, what do you bid?
I'll go $2, Bob.
$2. All right. Jason.
70. I'm gonna say 70.
$70.
At this point.
You better hope that fucking disc was $1.
He'll get 60. Jason is closest. It sold for $79.99.
No, if they go over, they lose.
Yeah, I know.
It didn't go over.
No one went over.
We guess $0.
Oh wait, yeah, that's right. Joe, you lost though. That's the point.
Yeah.
So do you want to elaborate on why Super Mario Sunshine is apparently in league with the Electric Company?
Hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, Joe.
I haven't talked about what I played yet.
Oh, you would like me to?
Yeah, please, by all means, interrupt this dipshit conversation that's about to happen. What have you been playing, Gil?
I have been playing Slay the Spire and Magic the Gathering Arena.
Nice.
That's about it.
How is Slay the Spire?
God, dude.
I've heard good things about it.
Slay the Spire.
Slay the Spire is crack.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can't stop playing it.
I got homework to do, and Whitey's like, "Hey, you want a copy of this?" I'm like, "No, it's gonna kill me."
Whitey just straight up bought it for both of us.
Yeah, and now I'm like sitting here like
it's it's the one I'm thinking of. It's like a what is it, like a roguelike where you have like cards?
Yeah,
it's the roguelike dungeon crawler card game.
Nice.
I don't recommend it because you'll sit there and lose all of your time.
It sounded really cool.
You think, oh man, I'll just do a few quick rounds. No, it's like you're gonna be in there.
Dude, I can like that's the thing about like a good roguelike is like you can just sink like endless amounts of time into them if you get like one that just like really clicks with you. And like I know like
where's FTL?
Yeah, FTL, dude. That was another one.
Wait, Joe, did you buy that copy of Azure Dreams? Because like somebody bought it.
I have $100 in FTL.
I thought about it. I thought about it too. I'm like, oh, such snipe this from fucking Joe.
Why didn't you buy it?
Oh, you son of a bitch!
Joe, you should have got
It's got life, man. That's what almost really tilted it
That's
for
the
me.
whole thing.
Yeah, did you look at the bikini part where they're on the beach?
One.
Yeah, but then I felt like I didn't need the game no more.
It like switches over to a dude wearing a Speedo. He's like, "Hey, why aren't you looking at me?" And then I was like, "Well, I don't need this game."
I've been like roguelikes are really good on the Switch because like if you like I have a lot of like digital roguelikes that I can just like pop because like it's good to sync time into if like I have my Switch somewhere. Like Dead Cells came out on there. I've been playing a lot of that. There's this really cool one that's called like A Robot Named Fight. I don't know if you guys heard about that one, but it's basically it's a pretty accurate like Super Metroid clone that's like procedurally generated. So like it'll have different levels and shit every time you play.
Like my Metroidvania.
And like it like the physics and stuff are like pretty spot on to Super Metroid. So that one, Baco, I really think you would like that game. It's just called A Robot Named Fight. It's on Steam.
See, my thing is like I love Metroid partly because of the use of the color palette. Like they did a
that's true. That's true. And
that's why I don't care for Castlevania. Is like it's just blues and grays and some red thrown in there.
See, that's.
Oh, do you have something to say, Joe?
That's wrong. Will you even play Symphony of the Night?
It's like all drab and crap because it's like.
Well, it's supposed to. That's the thing, right? It's supposed to have like
right.
a gothic,
I get
gothic
that.
art
I
style.
get that. Don't get me wrong. Like it looks good and everything, but it's just not my scene. I need colors. That's why I like
Knight's
Halo
armor
3.
trying to kick your ass.
What?
No, the enemies are like vibrant colors.
No, they're not.
Hell, you can make all the cards cape pink if it pisses you off that much.
What, Joe? What color are all the skeletons?
Spooky white.
Well, some are red.
Oh shit!
Pretty sure there's a green one in that game.
I think there is a green one.
Yep, he shoots a fucking laser.
Wait. Why? Why? Never mind.
There's a big blue skull with a red eye. What do you want, Rico? Oh, and there's a white skeleton.
Alright, fine, I'll go play. Oh wait, I can't play them because you took all the ones with color. You only left me the plain ones.
While
I'm gonna starve.
While we're on the topic of Metroidvanias, I've pulled up another eBay listing. It is a complete inbox Super Metroid for the Super Nintendo. It comes with box, dust
shit.
cover, manual, and both inserts. How much do you think it sold for?
I want to go after Jason.
This is going to be tough for me anyway. So
Gil
Wait,
says,
what was it?
what you say?
What was the game?
It's a complete inbox Super Metroid. So it has cartridge, dust cover,
I know this one.
box, manual, and 2
7.
inserts. Gil
I'll go
says
first.
7.
I'll go
Baco,
first.
Baco, you can go next.
$290.
$290. Jason.
Wow, that's a lot. But it isn't. It's an NES game, right?
Super Nintendo.
Oh fuck, that's what I meant.
Super Metroid.
That's what I meant. 150.
150. Joe.
230.
Damn.
Jason is the winner in this instance. He was the closest without going over. It sold for $180 free shipping.
Wait, really?
Yes.
Joe, I need to borrow $180.
It looks like that's pretty close to the going price because I see a few. There's one that sold for 185, 180, 185 with a box protector, which is always a nice little bonus. So yeah. I think I've noticed some of the Super Nintendo games are starting to go down a little bit, which is kind of cool because I like to collect SNES games. But
except for Super OS.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Joe. Space Megaforce, you're never gonna get it. You're never gonna get
a
it.
manual for like $3, and I almost got it.
And I almost got it because he sent it to me, and I'm like, that's probably worth that.
Joe, they still got that pamphlet on eBay that like rare, like I've never seen one before where it's got your waifu from those games, Eleanor.
Yeah.
I want it, but it's like $75 just for a piece of paper.
Yeah.
That's where it gets a little extreme.
The problem with it though is
no
one out the internet does not have that picture anywhere else. I know.
Yeah, that's true. No, I told you way back when I sold the manual for Super Bowling for Nintendo 64, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got $150 for the manual to Super Bowling for the Nintendo 64.
Well, that's the manual. Like this guy's selling, it's like one piece of paper and it's like an advertisement.
There are some manuals that I've actually gotten some decent cash out of. I think I got like $30 for Ghoul Patrol. Jason, you remember when I dug that out of the dollar bin at Youmacon?
Oh wow, yeah, really? That's awesome.
I think I got $30 out of it. It was like 25 or $30.
I got Captain Harlock.
That was funny.
VHS.
I got hating gum.
You know what I got on VHS, Joe?
What?
They had $25 video of Gundam Wing.
That you just so casually set your magnets on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When are we gonna watch that?
We probably can't.
Never after that.
Yeah, it'll be fine. Probably play better.
Your hatred of that show is amazing.
I still love that scene where like they throw the guy out of the plane, and because that's not enough to kill him, they shoot him there.
That's so amazing. I remember. I love that, and his voice is so. The English dub for that is hilarious.
Dude, old school anime dubs are like fucking hilarious. Like 80s, 90s anime dubs. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was just talking about that. Like, the best thing ever is finding like an old like video game anime. Like,
yeah, no, Jay, I was actually just gonna mention this because I think I talked to Jason about it once. But GameSec has this really funny video where they have like the worst voice acting in video games, and there's just there's a bunch of like early 90s like Turbo CD and Sega CD games. You should check that video out. You should check that video out. Yeah, Lunar and Valis and stuff like that. Yeah.
Any working design.
Dude, fucking Elemental Gearbolt, that shit. Oh my god. When we got that game, I was dying. That game is fucking hilarious.
The white girl's or like little Candy's just like, oh, it's just wow, god, what was her name? I don't remember.
I don't remember either, but
bunch of naked girls like being carried through town. Oh,
yeah,
it's just those guys.
It's
okay.
Baco, you should watch MD Geist.
MD Geist.
You would love that show.
I don't know that I would.
It's like 3 episodes long. Just fucking watch it.
Okay, I'll look it up.
So I just remembered one other thing I've been playing that's kind of cool. So you guys are familiar with Sonic Mania, of course. It came out.
Never heard of it.
It's Sonic Mania. Nope. I know you've all heard of it.
Is that part of the Sonic franchise?
It is, yes. But wow. So yeah, one of the.
Did you come out to your parents as a Sonic fan?
I did. I just told them, I like hedgehogs.
I like hedgehogs.
They said, "Shut the fuck up!" and they smacked me and sent me to my room.
And then you still played your hedgehog. Got it.
What is it? You ever see that picture of that guy who came out as a furry and like he's having Thanksgiving with his parents?
I've seen that.
And he's in his furry costume, and you can just see like
the
disappointment, like how they're trying their like the dad has none of it, but the mom's like just try your best, and like I get all that just from the looks they give.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, how horrifying. Anyway, one of the guys that worked on Sonic Mania, so Sonic Mania was largely a collaboration between Christian Whitehead and
just
Stealth.
A bunch of fans, right?
Yeah, and Stealth was one of the main guys that worked on it. And he actually like a long time ago.
Yeah, you're Keel.
Yeah, I gotta go bed.
Bye, Keel.
See you, Keel.
Okay.
So several years back, Stealth actually worked on a Sonic ROM hack of Sonic 1, and it's called Sonic Megamix. It was him and like a bunch of other people. And I didn't know this until recently because I played it like a long time ago and it's pretty good. But they actually it got too big, so they had to make it into a Sega CD game. Which doesn't make any sense to me because it's like Sonic 1, but it's cool. So I burned that to a disc and it actually worked on like the Snatcher that I had. And so I've been playing that, and it's really cool. He's like, it's the Sonic 1 engine, right?
Yeah.
But you can play as Sonic, Tails, or Knuckles, Mighty, or Shadow. And you can actually fucking like do homing attacks and like light speed dashes, and it has really good level design too. So it's pretty cool.
Sonic 1 levels.
Yeah, it's like entirely new levels that like they made. So
okay.
It's like a whole full blown fan game ROM hack. So
that's pretty cool.
There's an older version of it. If anyone has the Sega Classics thing on Steam, if you have Sonic 1 on there, I think you can get the older Genesis port of that ROM hack through the Steam Workshop. But apparently the Sega CD version is the newest one. So on a mildly related note, that's the other cool thing that I just got reminded of is that there's a ROM hack on there for Sonic 3D Blast that was made by like one of the original game like designers, and it's like a director's cut, quote unquote, for Sonic 3D Blast that apparently has like different levels or something like that. So that's kind of cool too. More game publishers need to do what Sega did with that thing and let people just like it's like officially supported ROM hacks basically. So which is really cool. But yeah. So just wanted to mention that. It's kind of neat.
Joe.
Yeah.
What were you saying earlier about you're going to explain to?
I was going to say the people are probably wondering at this point, why is Super Mario Sunshine in league with the Electric Company?
Yeah, Joe, why is that?
Oh, well, so I was long time ago when Mario Sunshine came out, and we were playing the cheese out of that game. Well, mainly Rico was playing it, and
who's that guy?
It's you, my big brother. And my big brother, in all of his wisdom, he was having trouble with a level. I think it was the one with the like manta ray on that like hotel stage or something, and it makes everything a big old mess, and you got to clean it because it's Mario Sunshine.
Right.
And you couldn't beat it. And so you just got mad, real mad, and you were like, "Oh man, I can't beat this level. You have to try over and over and over again." And you know, Gonzal's running this whole time. You're probably in league with the Electric Company or something. And so 8-year-old me is just sitting there staring at my enraged brother. I don't think so.
in league with the Electric Company. Nice.
But you know, nothing ever came out of that. You know, we don't know.
You know, it's a valid point. Is Super Mario Sunshine for the Nintendo GameCube in league with the Electric Company, the unnamed Electric
It might
Company?
be. You can't prove that it's not.
If you have any evidence, send it our way on Twitter at VB Gamecast. So, all right, guys, I think we are going to wrap up episode 2 of the Very BN Gamecast.
It sounds good.
Thank you all for joining us. Baco, where can the people find you?
You can find me looking at Gene or Elsa Jean's Twitter.
Oh no.
And what? I don't know. I don't have a plug or anything.
All right.
I don't know. Look at me on the Angry Joe show. That's me. I'm Angry Joe. It was me the whole time.
Oh shit! I didn't know.
Jason, you want to plug anything?
No.
Okay, Joe, thanks for coming. We
Hey,
appreciate
thanks,
you being
too.
here.
Make sure to visit.
You can find me
Elsa
on Twitter
Jean.
at perpetual_awake. So
Yeah, don't forget to talk about our sponsor, Cody.
this week's sponsor is Joe's Sideburns, because they don't exist anymore.
Oh, sorry.
Those weren't sideburns.
Yes, they were. Yes,
We'll talk about it next time.
Or something.
All right. All right, guys. Have a good one.